And not much better than starting your day with some dogs. And today we're launching something very exciting and very cute. Denver 7 Dogs, we're sharing stories of how these furry friends are making big impacts in our community for Denver 7 Dogs.
Well, today we're going to be meeting a dog in Castle Rock, helping students make the most of their transition to middle school.
I got a little caught up in that photo of that little pug at the end, you know?
I got you.
Denver 7's Adria Iraheta is introducing us to Rue.
He doesn't speak well, but get him on a keyboard, he can type away.
It's not Rue's first day in a classroom.
Have you guys seen Rue's book?
But it is the name of his first book.
Once upon a time in a friendly town, there lived a brave police therapy dog named Rue.
We meet Rue and his friend Buttercup at Meadow View Elementary as they help their handlers, Officers David Knight and Scott Gillespie.
Did they make you smile when they walked in?
Yes. Read to these very excited 6th graders for the first time.
And it's kind of just about nervous feelings. It's about Rue's first day at middle school. We wanted to be able to target some issues that specific groups of students feel, whether it's like Rue's book going into middle school or, you know, issues in the high school.
Favorite part of the book was probably the beginning when Rue was a little nervous.
With middle school just a few months away, the story hits close to home.
That encouraged me a little bit.
And while the therapy dogs have been around Douglas County schools for a few years,
All right, it's time to read.
Buttercup being the first,
Okay, go ahead, anytime, Buttercup, we're ready.
they're just now putting paw to paper
What stands out to me is just the smiles.
in hopes of making the transition to middle school a little less rough.
You just can't beat that.
In Douglas County,
If you guys are feeling nervous and you're having a tough day,
Adria Iraheta,
that's why we're here.
Denver 7.
Oh, such a lovely story.
I could have used that in middle school,
Yeah, I
for
definitely
sure.
needed that this morning. And we have a lovely
Good
pup
boy,
here. Lisa, can you please
Yogi.
introduce us to Yogi?
This is Yogi. If you've been watching Denver 7 for a while, you were introduced to Yogi during COVID when he went to the bathroom behind my live shot. Yeah. Oh, you know.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You're such a good boy. We think he's 7. We adopted him from the Dumb Friends League about 4 years ago when we thought he was 3. But he's such a good boy. You haven't heard from him at all.
Not one peep all morning long.
Well, trust
Just
me.
the click of the
That's literally
toenails.
all it's been. I'll be like anchoring or talking, and I'll just like see in my peripheral, you know, just kind of pitter-pattering around, like checking around. But he's been a phenomenal pup all
And I'm
morning
already
long.
covered in hair. But this is the start of our Denver 7 Dogs,
Very
which we're going to be
exciting.
It's on Instagram.
Yep.
Yes.
Send your pictures in. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun dog things over the next.
It's like the best way to break up your scroll.
exciting.
Look at it. It's going to be so cute. You can find all of the stories like this on denver7.com/dogs. Like Lisa was just talking about, follow us on Instagram. We're going to be sharing those pictures and their stories from all around the state.